I mean, beautiful, you know, full of energy, and it's good, it's good.
This is off the record. I'm here with Wylie.
Right,
coming here into the city. Thanks for joining us, man. Yeah, tell us about like what you've been here doing, music-wise, the band, everything.
My history is with a group called War, the Mighty War. I had some mates who formed a band called the KLF, and they started doing stuff rave time. We made these big records that were also art, you know. And I did one track with them called It's Grim Up North, which you can find on YouTube. And we've been mates since then. They split up 23 years ago. They said they'd reform in 23 years at 23 seconds past midnight. And last night, at 23 seconds past midnight, they drove an ice cream van down Bold Street. And they went to News from Nowhere, the bookshop. And there were like 500-600 people in the street cheering. There were kids coming along who didn't know who they were. But the vibe was so strong that they just joined in, and everyone was cool, you know, and it was lovely. And we were there for like 3 hours. And now that was the start of this 3-day event that we're doing. I'm musical director. I've given myself that title. I'm just a guy who is working with 4 guys we just picked out of a crowd of 400 to be bass players. We formed a band called Badger Cull, who were doing one song at midnight on Friday in the Invisible Wind Factory.
Check that out, midnight on Friday, Invisible Wind Factory.
We're doing a song called Toxic Day of the Dead, a celebration, and they're doing a thing at the Blackie down by the Chinese Arch. They're doing a thing at the Florrie. They've got things all over town. They've got 400 people who bought tickets. So
you just picked these gentlemen out of the crowd?
Volunteers. And in the crowd, I looked and I saw 4 bass players who I know. I think, right. Brilliant. They're not in it. They've got other jobs. And we got 4 guys who, one has said he's played bass once. One's a keyboard player, but he knows what a bass looks like. We're going to take all the strings bar one off one lad, just so we can just hit the string. And we're going to do this 2.5-minute song called Toxic Day of the Dead. And then after that, there's people celebrating the end of the festival, and then they'll reform in 23 years again. And if I'm still here, you've got to take over from me, Anthony.
Right, I will.
It's got to be done.
Man, just to say, when you're talking about like 23 years ago and then coming back, still prominent as it once then, and everyone even more so, people young and old, just coming together.
Just now, I've done interviews with Channel 4 News. The guy didn't know anything about it, and he kept asking me questions, and he said, so what are you trying to achieve? And I said, I don't know. And he wasn't used to getting answers, just saying I don't know. And I wasn't being audible to him. We don't know. There's a mystery to what they do. So we're finding out as it's happening. It's exciting. So it's like being a fan yourself. You're standing watching things come together. And people are really buzzing, you know, so it's good. And Liverpool is the centre of it, you know.
The British electronic duo KLF churned out hit after hit, things like 3 AM Eternal and Justified and Ancient. But then, in 1994, they burnt £1 million in cash and disappeared. And just before that, they said they would come back in 23 years' time.